Like I said, you don't have to do this separately. This can literally be a warm-up before you go out and run. So let's put it over your knees. Now what you're going to do is keeping your toes forward. I want you to shuffle that way, just like that. Keep going. Now what we're doing is because running's forward and back, keep going and come on back. Do about running forward and back so those muscles get weak. If we can strengthen those muscles, we're going to strengthen our running in that different way. Then go again. Again, we're strengthening, but we're improving mobility of our hips and we're preventing injury. So that's when you look at these. Also, when we're going, come on back. Yeah, that's exactly it. Now let's go put this on down. So as we strengthen, go and take it off. So we're strengthening our glute muscles are the ones that help us move that way. Foam roller. Now this is a new hybrid foam roller that we got, and it's a lot more transportable and it'll last a lot longer. But let's go ahead and go down on your side. When we talk about the continuum, do a strength exercise and a mobility. There you go, right on your side. Your IT band. I don't know if anyone here has ever suffered from a sore IT band. It's brutal. Brutal. The IT band comes through, it'll actually attach to your kneecap and come all the way down. Attach to the kneecap, it can screw with the kneecap if your hips are tight. So, let's go and go all the way from your hip to your knee. A lot of non-specific knee pain comes from a tight IT band. So if you can get some work just like this, after you get your strengthening work, get some foam rolling in. Is that tender? Yeah.
So good.
It really, if you do this enough, you should have no pain when you do it. You really should. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Round of applause for the volunteer. All right, now you'll notice next to everything I put the goal. There's mobility, stability. The goal of our hips is mobility. We want them to be able to move. Your hips don't move, something's got to move. Your hips don't move, then your back's going to pick it up. Your back doesn't happen where it can. So if you look at here, hips are a primary driver for running. If they get tight, if they get weak, or if they get unstable, it's going to decrease what you're able to do. In runners, hip flexors get tight, glutes get weak. Because we go in one direction, our hip flexors get tight, our glutes get weak, and messing with our hips, pretty soon our back hurts. So some basic things we can all do to help mobilize our hips. So here's the first thing we're going to do. I want everybody, one leg reaches. So everybody go to their left leg only. Okay, now remember, feel the ground. Where's your big toe? Are you leaning on the outside of your foot, or are we putting our big toe into the ground? Now, what I want you to do is we're going to reach forward. Now, watch what happens at my hip. My hip is going to move, my knee is going to slightly bend, and I'm going to reach forward. Now, some of you are going to do this. Like that. That's the first thing that your body tells you to do. I want you to bend and reach forward and come back up. Try that a couple times. If you're having trouble with that, if your knee's knocking in, if your body's turning, what do you think happens when you fatigue after 10 miles and you're running? What do you think happens to your running technique? Keep going. Keep trying that. I want you to try about 10 on each side. Reach forward and come up. That's it. Good. Reach forward. Those hips need mobility. There you go. Reach out and come up again. This should, if you're shaking all over the place, what do you think happens when we're out running? Those hips have got to be stable. You'll notice there's a difference from side to side. And as you're going, take a quick check-in. What are your feet doing? Are you using your feet? Where's your big toe at? Are you all upside down the side of your feet and all over the place? Yep. We need to build a strong chain from the ground up. Good work, good work. So, also with the hips, we're going to go back to that tennis ball. I'm going to go ahead and just toss a couple of these out so some of you can, someone over there, give it a try. Someone over here, give it a try. Someone over there. When your hips get tight from the work, right back here, it's called your glute medius. Everything else shuts down. So what I want you to do is you're going to sit down. If you got one of these, you want to sit down. I want you to put it under your left butt cheek. You're going to cross your left leg over, so it's going to be under your left. Now, all I'm doing is I'm just putting a little pressure right on top of that muscle, because when I put it, you feel that? Yeah. Now, when that muscle...
Take your ball back over here.
That's right. When that muscle gets short and tight, our running gets short and tight, and we don't want that to happen. So we get that strength work with the one leg reaches, and then we get a little mobility work. Now, what I want everybody to do is our psoas And a psoas is a muscle, not something that happens after you do a lot of butt exercises. You don't get a psoas. I want you to turn to your right side. So everybody turn to your right side,
Yeah.
drop your knee to the ground.
My right side.
And I want you to reach with your left hand across your body. Now as you do it, I want you to make that left butt cheek as hard as you can. Squeeze it. And now go to the other side. Down. And then rotate again and down. Now keep doing it as I talk. Get that knee. So what we're doing lunges. We're getting strength to the legs, but as we get the strength, remember it's all a continuum, we're getting the strength and we're getting the mobility of those muscles that get tight in runners. Rotate, keep going for me. And as we rotate, we're working our trunks, what we're going to talk about next. And relax, nice job. Now, so it's before your run, you get these little basic strength things in. You're strong for your run, you can do them after your run too. So now, we move our toes, our feet, our knees, our hips. The next thing is our torso. And this is probably one of the more important things, because our torso affects our posture, and for runners, posture is everything. And for so many years, they strengthen your core, do lots of sit-ups. So I do this. Well, what do we know that I just said is a problem with runners? These get short, right? So these get short and tight. All of a sudden they go, okay, let's do a lot of these. They get shorter and tighter. All of a sudden I wonder why my back hurts when I go out for a run. Well, I'm doing thousands of sit-ups a day. I'm pulling these puppies down more, pulling them more out of posture. So when we think about working these muscles from here, we want to work in a good posture position, which is not this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, it's called pelvic neutral position. This is the good old-fashioned. Everybody, let's go down just like this. On your elbows. Now remember, your core is a relationship. It's not one muscle. Stay down there. Stay down. Your core is a relationship. Your core is a relationship from your shoulders through the muscles closest to your spine, through the muscles through your hips. Raise those butts up a little bit. There should be a nice flat back. I want you to think like there's a candle under your belly button. There you go. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. More, 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 more. There you go. Now, if you want to get exotic here, if you get a little bored at this, you can raise your left leg and your right leg, or you can come up here like this, or go underneath like that. But the whole time, we're maintaining a good posture position here. We're not crunching up our body. Good work. Now, another thing to think about is we want posture when we're running. We want posture. It's part of that continuum. So, I can grab anything. Let's say you want it to weigh a little bit, but let's say it's a 10-pound medicine ball, a jug of milk, your training bag, whatever it is. Standing up, anytime you use a chopping motion, from your ear to your hip, just like that. You can go one leg forward, you can go down into a lunge, you can do it with a cord. Anytime you're doing a chopping motion and not letting your body do this, you're developing that posture. So when you run, we want to have good posture. You don't want to be breaking down. You see them on the side of the road. One of these guys. They're wasting so much energy. Their posture, they have no core stability. So, everybody just do this in place. Pretend like you got something heavy. We're going to keep your belly button facing forward. Go from your hip to your ear, just like that. Chop it. There you go. Hip to your ear. Don't let this move. We want stability. Everything works together. Then go to the other side. Down and up. That's it. Stay tall. Where's that posture at? Very good. Then, finally, last and definitely not least, have you come out and help me a little bit? My next lucky volunteer. Now, everybody turn to a partner real quick. Real quick. Find a partner real quick. Just turn the person closest to you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What we want, we're building posture. We want to actually prevent rotation. We don't want excessive rotation. We want to prevent a lot of that rotation. So, we're going to do this. Everybody put your left foot forward. Put your hands out in front of you.
Do the hokey pokey.
Put your hands right against. Now, you're both going to rotate into each other, but don't let each other move. That's it. So rotate into each other. That's it. Bend those legs. Always bend those legs. Rotate. Arms are straight. Arms are straight. Rotate. You should feel you fire up right through here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Good. It's going to fire up a little bit and relax. Good. You could do that against a post. You can do that against a tree. Let's go to the other side. And rotate. That's it. Good. Fire up those muscles, those deep muscles. That's it. Deep muscles. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And relax. So, what we're doing there.